Hello, this is Fact Drops, your go-to channel for breaking down trending news. Major developments in the Epstein case. New classified documents have just been released. And they might reveal more than we ever expected. On February 27, the U.S. Department of Justice released the first batch of classified documents related to the Epstein case. These documents include his private jet flight logs and an address book containing the names of his contacts. For years, there have been suspicions about Epstein's connections with high-profile figures. And this release sheds new light on those relationships. Why is this important? Epstein wasn't just an individual criminal, he was deeply embedded in circles of power. These documents could reveal how extensive his connections were and what role he played. It also raises big questions about how the justice system has handled this case and whether full accountability has been served. Stick around till the end. And you'll get a clear picture of why the Epstein case still matters and what could happen next. Stay ahead of the latest trends and breaking news with Fact Drops. We bring you in-depth analysis of the most important stories shaping the world today. Don't miss out, subscribe now and turn on notifications to stay updated. Here's a quick breakdown. On February 27, the U.S. Department of Justice released classified documents related to Jeffrey Epstein. These include flight logs from his private jet and an address book listing his contacts. The records provide insight into the high-profile individuals Epstein was associated with. One of the biggest talking points is the names of politicians, business leaders, and celebrities that appear in these records. Epstein operated within elite financial and social circles, and his influence was significant. That's why these details matter, not just as a criminal case, but as an issue with far-reaching implications. These revelations have been widely reported by multiple media outlets, and discussions are already heating up online. Many are questioning why this information is coming out now and what it could mean for those involved. So, how did Epstein gain such influence? Epstein made his fortune as a financial advisor to the ultra-wealthy, cultivating relationships with powerful politicians, business executives, and celebrities. He frequently invited them to his private jet and luxury properties, expanding his network along the way. But these locations were also allegedly sites of his criminal activities, particularly the trafficking and abuse of minors. That raises major questions. How much did these high-profile individuals know? What was their involvement, if any? The release of these documents is part of an ongoing effort to expose Epstein's network and bring justice to his victims. But some are skeptical, questioning whether this disclosure has a political motive. In the short term, public figures named in the records could face intense scrutiny, reputational damage, and even legal consequences. The internet is already buzzing with speculation, and public pressure is mounting for further investigations. In the long term, this case could change how governments and institutions handle issues like child protection, trafficking, and corruption within elite circles. It could lead to stronger laws and tougher enforcement against exploitation. For the public, the biggest takeaway is that this case highlights the misuse of power by influential individuals and the urgent need for greater transparency in our justice system. Going forward, the big question is whether more documents will come out and if law enforcement will actually take action against those linked to Epstein. The release of these documents has given us new insights into Epstein's vast network. His ties to high-profile figures raise important questions about power, accountability, and the integrity of the justice system. This isn't just about one man's crimes. It's about how power is used and abused in elite circles and whether justice is truly being served. Some public figures could face scandals. But the bigger impact may be increased awareness and legal reforms to prevent this kind of abuse in the future. He actually releases Andrew Tate, another sex trafficking rapist. Specifically, what are they? I know the general premise of what Epstein did, but I keep seeing these documents mentioned, whether it be memes or in the news. What are the documents? Spoiler, it will be a disappointment. The release spans more than 100 pages, including a list of contacts without further context. This administration is a joke, and that picture will be a good image to represent what a farce information has become. Even right-wing activists and conspiracy theorists, who were given early access, found it underwhelming and criticized the handling of the release. The files were announced with much fanfare but were essentially a publicity stunt, as concluded by various commentators. This fiasco highlights the continuing exploitation of Jeffrey Epstein's case for political and media gains while failing to bring new justice or accountability for the victims. From the early 90s to the mid-2000s, Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell ran an international human trafficking operation. In the course of their crimes, they groomed and abused possibly hundreds of women and minors. This sub is dedicated to documenting the story as it unravels in the public eye. Trump envoy can't name a single concession Russia will make in peace deal. Ex-president's silence on Trump dismays some Democrats. Federal government launches investigation into Maine hours after Democratic governor stood up to Trump's bullying. Musk blows up at astronaut for calling out his space station lie. Donald Trump called megalomaniac by angry locals at Republican town hall. Democratic Party leaders are asleep at the wheel. Missouri farmer in danger of losing his farm due to federal freeze blasted for claiming he didn't have time to research before voting. Trump quietly plans to liquidate public lands to finance his sovereign wealth fund. U.S. Representative Jasmine Crockett praised as national hero after two-word response to Elon Musk question. Angry Democratic donors turn off the flow of money. Protesters at Republican event told, "Your voice is meaningless." Trump, 78, shows mysterious large bruise on hand. Philadelphia Eagles reported White House snub sparks MAGA anger. Mitch McConnell finally announces he won't run again. Good riddance. GOP plows ahead with budget that would slash Medicaid. Food benefits for millions. Trump voter shocked to get fired by Doge. It's destroying people's lives. Trump fires chairman of Joint Chiefs of Staff CQ Brown. Musk, who is not a secretary, will attend the first Trump cabinet meeting, White House says. Thousands in Midwestern GOP districts attend Sanders' first stops on tour to fight oligarchy. More documents could be released in the coming months, possibly uncovering even more shocking details. What do you think about this? Do you believe justice is being served? Or is there more to the story? Let us know in the comments below. That's it for today's update. Thanks for watching. We'll continue to bring you the latest news and in-depth analysis on the biggest trends shaping the world today. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay informed.